Good evening, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. It is December the 18th in the year of my Lord, 2025. I am at Smoke Therapy, 215 Ronkonkoma Avenue, Ronkonkoma, New York. And it's our Christmas party / Hanukkah party 2025. Yours truly made some spicy chicken stir fry and my world famous tiramisu. If you're in the neighborhood, come on down. Clark, Harold, I am interstate. What's going on, fellas? A very, very Merry Christmas to you both, to your families, to your friends, etc., etc., etc. Take it easy, Clark. All right. Let's get into it. And we got some programming information. Next week is going to be a 11th hour decision. We shall not be here next Thursday. That is Christmas. I'd probably get a stocking full of coal if I did Angie's Angles on Christmas. But we might broadcast on the 26th. I got to find out what's going on the Gagliano Caparuso household. I will put it up on the big board when the decision is made. Nick Triano, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Merry Christmas. Buon Natale, Nick. Buon Natale. So, yeah, are we getting Bellinger? That's the question of du jour, I suppose. I don't understand what the Mets are doing. Mark Brooks, my brother from another. I am tri-interstate. So I don't know what the Mets are doing. Tonight's headline is Fraudsville in New York. Is Steve Cohen and David Stearns a fraud? That's the question du jour. Did both of them sell us a bag of goods? It's hard to say at this point. I'm still reeling from losing Peter Morgan Alonso, for God's sakes. You know, at this time of year, I'm supposed to be dreaming of stockings and candy canes and elves and Santa Claus, but I'm dreaming of Pete Alonso hitting his 500th home run in Camden Yards. Harold Atkins, what's going on, brother? The more that these free agents sit on the wire in the hopper, the less of a chance we get them. Now, once we made the decision to pivot away from Pete Alonso, you should have dropped a bag of goods in Bellinger's lap and say, please sign here. Kyle Tucker, I can't see us signing Kyle Tucker under the David Stearns penny pinching mantra. Kyle Tucker wants 8 years, $400 million. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on here. Framber Valdez is heating up. All signs point to Citi Field. I, for one, would love Framber Valdez. I love his moxie. I love his left arm. If you recall, a couple of World Series ago, he was lights out. Clark, Contreras is your albatross. I don't need any more albatrosses on my team. We got an albatross as the owner and as the president of baseball operations. No gracias. You know, Edwin Diaz bolting for the Dodgers. Pete Alonso taking the 5 years, 155. 5 years, 155. How does that not work into the Mets pocketbook? I know I covered it ad nauseum last week. But 5 years, 155 for your premier homegrown power hitting polar bear. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Now, the Mets fan base is in an uproar, and I'm leading the charge. You want to give us a happy Christmas? You want to say Merry Christmas, Angie's Angles, Met fans worldwide? Drop a couple of key free agent signings at our doorstep. Ring the bell and run. But we're not doing it. We're signing this guy and that guy and nothing major. And please don't get me started. Anthony Ranger, welcome to Angie's Angles, my friend. How are you? Don't get me started. Don't get me started with this World Baseball Classic bullshit. You're going to let Nolan McLean pitch in the WBC? Oh, my God. That reeks of freaking Tommy John, sprained ankles, pulled hammies. I mean, what is Mets doing? He's your up and rising Tom Seaver-esque kind of pitcher. He's one of the positives in a pile of doggy-doo. Anthony, I'm doing good. I appreciate it. Anthony, where you from? Let us know, Ant. And Merry Christmas. Angie's Angles, it's been a rough 2.5, 3 weeks. Been rough. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I had no problem with Nimmo going, but it was under the guise that we had Tucker in the back pocket. I guess you had Tucker in your back pocket just like you had Craig Counsell in your back pocket, David Stearns. Some things are happening around here. Either the top free agents are asking for the moon and then some, or the owners are making a heavy stance. I haven't figured it out yet. Kevin Liddick this morning has assured me within the next 48 to 72 hours, Cody Bellinger's a New York Met. I posted on my Facebook page this morning. He allowed me to use his name. And Nick, you bring up a great point. Let's bring it up on the big screen. And Stearns recently signed Luke Weaver, another skanky leftover. I mean, what are we doing? We have an ex-skanky as a manager. You got Devin Williams. You got Luke Weaver. You got Clay Holmes. They're going to call Citi Field Skanky Stadium Central. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand the fascination. It was bad enough that the freaking Wilcox had to give us Ebbets Field Jr. out of the Dodgers with the rotunda and all the Dodger paraphernalia. I mean, can we get our own goddamn identity? Please, somebody. We had it. We had our identity. And one Peter Morgan Alonso, and we let him fly to Baltimore. Who else are we bringing in? Who else are we going to bring in? Now, mind you, I would not mind a Freddie Peralta. When I played fantasy baseball, I drafted him when he was a nobody, and he paid big dividends. Big dividends. But can we look elsewhere? I mean, for the last week, we're hearing heavy and hot rumors about the San Diego Padres. You don't hear anything else now, right? It's all quieted down on the Western Front. I mean, I'm so verklempt and perplexed. I mean, it's a perfect season because David Stearns is Ebenezer Scrooge, counting the freaking pennies in the back office. Squeezing the Met rock to get more blood out of it. I mean, I just don't understand this. I'm getting all verklempt at coughing up this phlegm from the cigar. But I'm telling you, if we go into Christmas without a major And I'm talking the major. I'm talking the Tucker, Bellinger, Valdez, Peralta. Even Jared Durant from Boston's attainable. Go get me Durant to play center field, please. And I'll calm down a little bit. I'll back up a little bit. Clark, you got to stop trying to dump your Cardinals on us, brother. Please. Please.
I've done 6 trips already.
Coach is in the house. Come and say hi, Coach. Coach is the premier soccer coach in the district. Drop your head in here, Coach.
Where? Oh, there it is.
There he is.
Hey, happy holidays, everyone.
Whenever I have insomnia, I give Coach a call and say, talk soccer to me. It'll put me to sleep. For God's sake. I went to a soccer game and NapFest broke out. I bust Coach's. He's dedicated to his sport and he's passionate just like I am about baseball. So I can't take that away from him.
Oh, yeah.
He wants me to do a Met baseball soccer podcast.
Yeah.
I said, only if you have the urn in front of the computer screen. Because apparently Bob was burning me when I go. I'm not getting buried. I'm going to be in an urn.
I can't laugh.
What is going on with our Mets? Harold Sanderson. Looks like the Japanese kid wants to play for the Cubs. Amanga is a buddy. You definitely might get a very good pitcher right there. And don't talk to me about the Japanese kid to play first base for the Mets. He's got a 35% strikeout rate in the Japanese league, which should equate to about 45 in the MLB. No, thank you. As I mentioned, we had the holiday party going on here at Smoke Therapy. I contributed. I made spicy chicken stir fry and my world famous tiramisu. Check out my Facebook page on the new pair of shoes that Santa brought me a little early. I'm styling. The fraud that is Steve Cohen, David Stearns. Now that Mr. Cohen got his casino license, and opening day is about 2030 for that casino. By 2030, he'll be about 73, 74 years old. And we still don't have a World Series appearance since he's become owner. And I'm getting tired of going into my baseball groups on Facebook and hearing that all these fans, quote unquote, pseudo fans, well, we didn't win with the core, so I guess we'll lose without the core. But the core wasn't your problem. Nimmo, Alonso was not your problem. They produced. It was our damn pitching staff. Our ragtag pitching staff that David Stearns put together last year. A 2-year deal for Frankie Montas. And what did he give us? A game and a half. Griffin Canning blew out his Achilles. He's still unsigned. What are we waiting for? He was very, very serviceable when he pitched for us until he got hurt. Throw him a 3-year, $25 million deal, David Stearns. We have a lot of problems before opening day. And here's the funny comment, right? One Stephen Cohen is quoted as saying, there's plenty of off-season left. That's 53 days until Spring training, Stevie. That's less than 2 months. And you lose the whole 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's, for God's sakes. And then you got the damn World Baseball Classic interfering with the spring training. And speaking about spring training, a little programming note. I'll be headed down to St. Pete the end of February, celebrating me and Brett Milletta's birthday together. And we plan on taking in a couple of spring training games, albeit not so much the Mets, because we'll be on the West Coast, the Mets are on the East Coast. But to me, baseball is baseball is baseball, and it'll be very nice and exciting to do that. I've only been to spring training once in my life, and it so happened to be back in the day, it was the summer of '83, and the Mets were sharing St. Petersburg with the Cincinnati Reds, I believe it was. No, the Cardinals, right, Clark? Cardinals were out of St. Pete, I believe. So, Mark and Nick, you're my dedicated Met fans here tonight. Throw me out some predictions of where these free agents are going to land. Are we going to have 1 or 2 available to us, or are we going to let them go because we can't pay the money? Not so much that we can't, but we won't. Because when David Stearns opened up his wallets, nothing flies out but moths. If you know what I mean. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. If I don't wake up by Tuesday of next week and see that Cody Bellinger signed with the Mets, I'm going to consider it an awful, awful offseason. Because the longer you let them dangle out there, the longer they have to communicate with other teams. And that's not good. If you have this so-called game plan, David Stearns, reveal it. Drop a couple of free agents in my lap. And then maybe I'll put the Tums in the back corner for a day. But until that, I don't understand what we're doing. We signed Jorge Polanco to play first base, who's played 1 game in his entire existence at first base. Is that our answer? Now, if you sign Bellinger and put him at first and put Polanco in left, okay. Okay. But I still think Bellinger's better in center field. And I suppose I wouldn't be so against Mark Vientos playing first base, because I think his bat's going to make a rebound. The kid's got oppo power. He's got Mike Piazza oppo power. That kid is a freaking jacked beast. Harold Atkins, any input? What say you? Anyway, we're at the 8:50 mark. I'm going to go through the press circle because I'm going to get back out with my friends in the lounge to celebrate the holiday season. Harold Sanderson, we're praying for Dawn Squared, your wife and your co-worker. We're praying for Carol and Bob. Jerry and Harold, give us an update on your ankle. Praying for that fractured ankle. Terry Sanchez, thanks for always being here, being a good friend of Bob. Bob's car broke down the other night, and Terry tried to jumpstart it. It was very nice in sub-freezing degrees. We're praying for your mom's legs, Terry. Antoinette Brooks, we're still praying for your brother Mike's kidney need. Scott Tobias, we pray for your wife and your mom. Linda Stein, we pray for your hand, your dad, and peace to the world, my friend. Kevin Elliott, we continue to pray for you down there in Florida, my friend. Krause family, we are blessed that Aubrey's cancer is in remission. We have your prayers and thoughts. Devin Lee, we're down in Maryland. Now you can go see the polar bear. We pray for Lee's health. Marianne Bello, my excellent friend from Moshead High School, we pray for your mom. Larry Levy, we pray for Frida, as her cancer still remains in remission, thank God. I don't have an update on Mr. McGowan. The last was he was in ICU in critical condition with blood clots and strokes. We pray for you and your family. We pray for Michelle, Maddie, and his other kids. Ralph, we're praying for you and your health issues. Pete and Shannon, we're praying for you guys with your new grandkids and another on the way. Big John, Smoke Therapy, we're praying for your friend Irene. Joe Echevarria, we're praying for your heart, my friend. West Coast, Dave Prince, you got to give us that update on the blood work. Praying for you. Johnny Barbecue, your sciatica. We can't wait for you to come back to the lounge, Johnny. Johnny W., we're praying for Elizabeth. John V., we're praying for your father-in-law. Mark Brooks, stay vertical, my friend. And Anaya's uncle, who was a victim of a shooting. And my cousin Marianne Jones on her surgery of 2 weeks ago, which I was a bad cousin. I thought it was actually this coming Friday, but it was 2 weeks ago, and I spoke to her the other day. She said it was very painful, but she's rehabbing very well. Eric Schuster, nice to see you, my friend. I want to wish everybody in the Angie's Angles family a very solemn and joyous Hanukkah, a very happy and Merry Christmas, and a happy and healthy New Year. We're going to bring you more content coming 2026. I'm working on some things. I'm working on some surprise guests. I'm working on a major surprise guest. I can't reveal it until I try to secure it. But stay tuned. We're going to have a great 2026. This has been Angie's Angles, come to you live from Smoke Therapy, 215 Ronkonkoma Avenue, Ronkonkoma, New York. If you're ever in the neighborhood, stop by. I'll buy you a cigar. Good night. God bless. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I love you.